Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video. So today we have Alliance War number 9 of Season 23. So in this war, we only have 4 fights, so it wasn't a very big war, but it was a pretty simple one for me. So first up we have Magneto. So Magneto is a little bit annoying here. I can see why he could be annoying, but Quake completely bypassed this node. For me at least, he is not a stubborn defender. And Quake is not metal, so no problems. Usually, people like to bring Ghost for this, or really anyone that can remove regen like Doctor Doom, or a few other Mystic champions, which a surprising amount of them are actually metal. So Magneto could be super annoying here, but Quake completely bypasses this. Personally, I can't do, there's a Quake method called Heavy Only, where you can completely bypass Stubborn. So basically you can Quake almost any fight on the map, which is pretty crazy. There's a few that you can't Quake, but it's a very, very difficult method of Quaking that takes a lot of getting used to and getting comfortable with. I can kind of do it, not super consistently, which is why I don't attempt it in Alliance War or bring Quake for matchups where I would have to use it. But as you guys saw, that fight was crazy straightforward. But that was actually my only fight for Section 1. So we're just going to move on to Section 2. And if you guys watched my last war video, you might recognize this Killmonger here. You might also remember that I died to this Killmonger. So I really did not want to die to this Killmonger. So I've thrown a 20% boost, as you guys are going to see. I could not lose this guy again. I brought Namor in, and I don't know. I just was terrible with Namor in Alliance War. So I just decided Omega Red is going to be my go-to guy instead of Namor. So I just brought him in for this fight. And as you guys are going to see, it goes pretty well. We lock in a few spores, and I realized a little bit late that this guy is running Limber. Maximus over here is running Limber. But here I believe oh, nope, never mind. Not yet. We got the Stubborn on, so I'm just going to block the last 2 hits of that SP2. Do our double mediums. Lock in my spores again. We have 16 right now. And we push him back up to an SP2. So, you guys didn't know, weird ability Killmonger has. Every time he's inflicted with a debuff, he gains a little bit of power. So that can be super sketchy in a lot of scenarios. But it's fine. So we triggered Reverberation again. Another option that you actually could use for Killmonger is anyone with good armor breaks. So Cosmic Ghost Rider can work because he puts on a permanent armor break. Medusa is great. Hyperion can kind of work, sort of. Kind of sketchy. And he drops. So that was a way better encounter than last time, which is really nice. And next we have Dragon Man. So I have never encountered Dragon Man in this node before. So this is Buffet Lionheart, and I'm just making sure here that parries remove his power charge buff, which it says power charge removed and stun. So I'm just making sure that it said that, because I don't own Dragon Man. I don't have much experience fighting him, but for some reason, metal champions get placed here a lot, and I don't really know why people do that, because Magneto just shuts down the node, but I don't know. Just easier for me, I guess. But as you guys saw there, the Buffet triggered, but he did not heal, and Lionheart did not trigger. So I was just blocking this, and I thought I would get the ineptitude for the willpower, but I didn't. And if you guys saw there, I shut off his power gain. So I never have to deal with that again, which is pretty cool. And here I just decided to push Dragon Man up to an SP2. I'll just block it. I mean, it has a chance to deal 0 block damage. I dodged the last hit. Stubborn does not trigger, which is cool. That 70% ability actually is really nice to have in a lot of situations. So we're just going to throw another heavy attack, and we go for the SP3. And as you guys are going to see, this does kill Dragon Man in the first hit. So that was really great. Super straightforward and good fight. So next up we have the Warlock at this intersection. So he is linked with armor. I'm gonna show that. And it's not super helpful because most of the time I'm just going to be removing his 1 armor up buff, so it's not that big of a deal, so I just decided to take it with Magneto. I did not heal up, and I am still boosted, so I just decided to take it now rather than later. And we have Buffet, Strike Counter, Combat Power Rate, and another node, I think the armor, it's the armor up node where if you land a crit, his armor up buff gets removed. So that's kind of how I get rid of that armor up. It's not that big of a deal. And as you guys are going to see, I'm already out of charges, and I'm gaining suppression or passives. That's kind of a problem. It's not too big of a deal. And I messed up the ending of that SPO, which kind of sucks. And as you guys are going to see, I'm going to land a crit, I believe, here. Nope, not yet. When I do land a crit, you guys are going to see it's going to deal 0 damage. There you go, 0 damage, because Warlock's armor up buff gets consumed to reduce that to 0 damage, which is kind of interesting. So I'm trying to get up to my SP3 here and I activate the infection. So my combat power rate is being reduced, so I'm not really able to get up to specials as fast. And as you guys are going to see, that becomes a very big problem. And I got comboed there, which sucks. But I'm just trying to get this SP2 out of him without building up the virus too much, since I want to get up to an SP3. Because if I get up to an SP3 and I have like 10 prowess, it's pretty much a guaranteed KO. So we're just trying to slowly get up there. It's going okay so far, but not great yet. So what I should have done here was I should have thrown mediums and lights to try and build up some power. But I was stubborn, and I start realizing that I'm not going to be able to get up to my SP3. And I was thinking maybe I could reset my charges, but I wanted to build up a few prowess. And I still had this virus in me. And it got to the point where I couldn't gain more power. I got stuck at 0 power. Because every time I landed a hit, I was actually losing more power than I was gaining. So I just kind of put myself in oblivion. I just couldn't gain power at this point. I should have kept on throwing mediums and lights, but I didn't. So I really messed this fight up. Warlock's at 55% and I'm at 21, and that virus heal blocks me, and the poison deals quite a bit of damage. So I was realizing I really had to get some damage in here. So I just kind of start throwing attacks, and I finally figured out that I'm at 0 power and I just have to go for it. So I'm going to try and get this guy as far down as I possibly can before this virus hits again, which was not smart for me to land hits into blocks, since it's going to make the virus trigger sooner. And I'm trying to bait out this SP2. I got a armor break on me, which is good, because at the end of this I'm going to heal just a little bit from willpower. So now I'm trying to get as much damage in as I can, which I'm getting quite a bit in, and the virus triggers. So I'm going to try and get as much in as I can. I got him down to 10%, 8%, 7%, 6%, and I died. So I almost clutched up that fight, but I made a really dumb mistake at the beginning, and it messed me up at the end. So Warlock is not stubborn. I probably actually should have gone in with Quake initially for this fight, but it's fine. We are going to heal him up a bit, I believe, from Buffet, which isn't that big of a deal. If I was Quaking this fight, I could have just shut it off, but I was not only going for that, just going for the kill, which we do end up killing him here. So, or I just go for parry heavy so I can not trigger Buffet and kill him faster. But that is Warlock dead. So that was that fight. Only 4 fights this war. And we did end up winning this war, which is pretty cool. We did pretty good. It was actually a really close war at the beginning. It kind of got a little bit separated towards the end. But we did win. We're in Tier 3 still. And we are, I believe, rank a little bit over 100, like 120, I think, in Plat 3 right now, which is pretty cool. We're probably going to be in Plat 3 for this season. If we win all the next wars, we can maybe get Plat 2, but we will have to see. So thank you guys for watching. Catch you in the next video.